All right, folks, this is called the Love City Marathon. We're in honor of discovering that red is the king of colors. We are going to go through a ton of red products from Superstore to the glory of the Triune God and solve them quickly. And we'll stop if we feel like stopping and slow down a little bit. But I kid you not, I have exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bags of groceries from Superstore full of red items here. Because red is the king of colors, to the glory of the Triune God. So, today is May 10th, Mother's Day. It is 1:20 p.m. in Langley, British Columbia, Canada. And we are solving red items to the glory of the Triune God because red is the king of colors. So I went down to Superstore, which of course Superstore in giant red letters divides by 3. And we harvested a ton of red items from said store. And now we're making a video on it. Okay? But I'd like to start this video off with the simplest item of all, which I did not get at Superstore, but lo and behold, my brother had this in the palm of his hand when I came home from Superstore, and it is a red ball, because red equals ball. Okay, red equals 27, 3 times 3 times 3, in 3 strokes, 9 letters. Ball equals 27 by Divine Ordinance. And if you're really good, you will see that this ball is made in China. I don't know if the camera can capture that with the lighting, but you can trust me. There it is. Made in China, okay? Divides by 3 perfectly by Divine Ordinance, and of course, China loves red like crazy, okay? So, red equals ball equals hand equals 27. 3 times 3 times 3. So I hold this red ball in the palm of my hand to the glory of the Trinity. Red, 3 times 3 times 3. Ball, same number. Hand, same number. Okay. And love is, of course, a double of 27, L-O, 27, V-E, 27. So we are finding love in all the words and phrases and product names in world history. And today we are doing the king of colors, red, because red is the king of colors. So in no particular order, we're just going to be grabbing random items, which are red, brand items, and we're going to solve them more or less as much as time and whatever affords. And another divine gem that I got when I came home. It's my older brother Curtis, different brother. And by the way, Derek plus Jonathan, who is holding this ball, divides by 3. And Derek plus Curtis, my older brother, divides by 3. Curtis announced to me that they just finished planting 54 blueberry plants in their yard. 54 equals love. Okay? I don't even know if he is aware of that or not, okay? So, red ball equals 54. And my older brother Curtis announces that they have just just out of the blue. He's so excited about the fact that they planted blueberry plants. It's the first property that they own as a married couple, and 54 equals love. So, just 2 personal gems I wanted to mention after I came home from Superstore harvesting red products. And I put red tissue around the board here to commemorate this divine day. And tissue divides by 3, okay? So red tissue divides by 3. So we're going to go through this in random order, and I'm going to preach the numbers on a lot of this stuff, okay? It'll probably be reasonably fast, or we'll slow down as we feel led. I love that though. A simple red ball. Red equals ball equals hand equals 27, so red ball equals love. Awesome. And my nephew, who's only like a few years old, you know, a little baby, playing with the red ball. Okay, so, in the name of love, to the glory of the Triune God, who is love, red is the king of colors. Red is king. And so this is epic what we're doing here. We're solving red products from a red store known as Superstore in Langley, BC, Canada, that divides by 3 in 3 sections. And so marvel with me as we go through them. So we're going to erase everything on this board, as glorious as it is. It's all being recorded in world history. Catch a photo right now. This is going by us, and we are making room for new truth. So, and erase divides by 3, and erasure divides by 3, and whiteboard divides by 3, and expo marker divides by 3, And the colors that I'm using for this video are red and brown, which both divide by 3. Now I'm just being a little bit careful as I get close to the edges, because that is newly affixed tissue paper that is just thrown up there for speed to have a red frame around this video, which is, of course, now I better hold this in place actually, because this thing can shift if I erase with high pressure, and then that tissue paper is just held on by tape. And remember, tape divides by 3, it's 21 plus 21. So now you can put tissue plus tape plus red together and get more 21s. We need a clear whiteboard. Clear divides by 3, whiteboard divides by 3. For our Expo markers, Expo marker divides by 3. And we are using the colors brown and red. Okay, because brown is 72 and red is 27. Both king numbers for 3. So we're getting close to having a nice clear whiteboard here to start this marathon. This is the red marathon. And the word marathon divides by 3. So just like the love marathon. Okay, so we'll see how long this video is. The old upside down erase. Here we go. Get off there. We want to start this thing clean. That's the beauty of video, though. You can hop ahead, you can slow down and rewind. That's why we can take our time and just get this nice while it's all on video, because you can skip over this. This can be downloaded and edited by someone and made into a more efficient video, and that's the whole name of the game. It's better to be first than it is to be better. So as soon as you have something to share or find something, then share it quickly, even if it's not in 100%, finished form. So that's good. There you go. We have a clear whiteboard framed in red, which divides by 3. Okay. And of course I'm wearing red to commemorate this. I need a glass of water before we do this, because this is going to be a true marathon. Okay. And yes, indeed. Some sparkling water, perhaps, with the red cherry flavor, in honor of this fine event. Okay. The red marathon. And some of the biggest brands in world history are stepping up to bat in this video. Okay, so in no particular order. In no particular order, although I would love to start off with a great one. And so I am. I'm going to start off with a great, obvious red brand that is very old. Okay, so we're going to start off with an old brand, and I was very excited to get this one. And that is the famous brand and product, and all of their products, Old Spice. Red as red can be. Old Spice. Okay? Since 1938. And the reason that jumped out at me, of course, is because 1938 divides by 3. Okay? Well, we're going to solve Old Spice here on the board, and let's do it relatively quickly. Red it is. Red it is. So we're going to solve Old Spice. And then details on this box. This is called Old Spice Classic, and it is their delicious aroma. Okay, so Classic divides by 3. We're going to see that word in multiple places, like Coca-Cola Classic. Classic equals love plus 12. Class equals love. Classic equals 66 equals family equals blessed equals happy. And this is spray on. Spray on divides by 3 with the word pray in there equals 60. And it is a total, wow, spray on actually is insane. It just occurred to me that spray on is 108, which is love plus love. So we can find, like I said, folks, this is going to be in pseudo-random order. I'm going to have things jump out at me mid-video that I didn't even see in the store, and we're just going to take time on whatever we take time on. Okay? We're not going to be high pressure here. We're not going to be like in a panic. I'm going to do my best even right now to just slow down and allow ourselves to take whatever time we feel like taking. Oh look, the size of this box is the perfect cube of the third prime. 5 times 5 times 5, which is third prime times third prime times third prime. Nicely done. But spray on. Can you find Yep. Oh my goodness. It's actually shocking. Spray on, you can slice in half to get the two loves. And I'm not joking, folks. There were two of these product boxes side by side in Superstore with the exact same cologne. The one on the left that was only $9, I believe, was not spray on. It was just a jar that does not have the spritz top on it. Okay? And but I checked the math on spray on when I was in the store, and of course I want the spray on. But I checked that it divides by 3, but as I come home now, spray on equals love plus love, and as I stared at it long enough, I see that you can slice it in half right between the A and the Y, and you have love to the left and love to the right. So we're going to write that on the board for the glory of the Triune God, thereby solving and taking the glory for every single spray on bottle and or product in the history of the universe. And of course, when you pull this out, there's the big, bright red lid. Red, the king of colors. And basically it says on the bottle everything that it says on the front there. You can solve all that. But, and then even the spray-on lid is red. Talk about the king. Old Spice is a king. It's a king. Red. And so, to the glory of the Triune God, who is the king, I am going to spritz a little bit of this on. Put a little bit on there, so I can smell it while I do this video. And it is perfection. It hasn't been around since 1938 for no reason. Okay? It is a classic perfume. Classic. It's one of those smells that you just simply can't find anything wrong with. And that's when you know you've got a classic. It just fits the bill perfectly. It smells perfect. Ah, yum. So there you go. Red, red, red. Okay. So I want to get the text spray on the board. And then we're going to solve the brand name Old Spice. Okay. So, spray on. We are going to actually write it in red. Okay. So, watch this. Of course, it contains the word pray. That's what I saw in the store. But here it is, folks. Slice it in half, right down the center. You have love on the left and love on the right. Spray on equals 108 equals worship. Love plus love. And you can find the two loves in worship, and you can find the two loves sitting right there in spray on. So there it is. I'll get out of the way. There you can see it. Spray on. Love plus love. Perfectly. By Divine Ordinance. Wow. So, there you go. We've solved every single spray-on product in the history of the universe. That's a lot. There's a lot of them, okay? And then whether you say spraying on, or sprayeth on, or sprayed on, all those endings divide by 3, so it keeps dividing by 3. But that is exceptional, just right there. Okay? So now we're going to solve Old Spice. I want to keep things nice and big so we can see all this at every moment. Old Spice. Here we go. Let's keep going in red. Old Spice. Okay. I'm going to give you the grand total. By my recollection, the grand total is exactly 83, which is the 23rd prime. Okay, which is exactly the 9th prime. Boom. 3 times 3. That's how that works. Okay, 83 is a prime number. Well, which prime is it? The 23rd prime. And 23 is a prime number. Well, which 9 is it? Which prime is it? The 9th prime. 3 times 3. Now you know why Michael Jordan wore number 23. And then the other numbers that he wore in his career all divide by 3. 45 and 9 and 12 at the Olympics, for example. So, the Triune God takes the glory for everything that ever happened in Michael Jordan's life as he was on the court, wearing the number 23, which is his most famous number. And so 83 is the 23rd prime, 23 is the 9th prime, perfect, 3 times 3. 9 is king for the number 3. Okay? So that's the glory of the grand total, and then you can find, love, the first 2 letters of the first half of love. These two divide by 3. You can do a bunch of find more, PE like that. Can you actually get 54 off of this? 21 plus, I don't think you can. Yes, you can. Can you find love in Old Spice? Yes, you can. SEC. Wow, and that's very beautiful. I'm going to switch colors here to orange. Orange, by the way, divides by 3 as well. And circle love in Old Spice. There's OL. Okay. And then the S and the E was 24 plus a C. So I'm just going to circle them all together. So in this beautiful trident-like formation is love in Old Spice. There it is right there. 1, 2, 3. Underline, underline, underline. Draw it like this. Love found. There you go. So can you find love in Old Spice? Of course you can. It's right there. 1, 2, 3. And that's exceptional because it's the two 27s. There's 27 number 1, the first 2 letters of love. And then here's 27 number 2, composed of 24 AAA plus 3 on top. Genius. And then the rest of the letters serve to bump it up to this famous number, which deduces directly to 9, 3 times 3. Okay? Done. Old Spice solved. Okay. Awesome. So we'll move on to the next one because we got a lot to get through. And I just want to keep it relatively high level. I'm going to try and step out of the camera on occasion in case someone wants to just grab this as a frame and just like, you know, someday I can make this into just an actual framed picture. Because I'm doing this for the first time on many of these products. Many of these products will be the first time that I do this level of detail in their names, and some of them the first time I've even done the math in total and found love, certainly. And again, today is May 10th. It is Mother's Day in Canada here. May 10th. Okay. And of course, May in 3 letters divides by 3, and 10 in 3 letters divides by 3, and the year 2015 in letters divides by 3. All right, so who's next? Let's pick another. I would like to pick another old brand. It's been around for a long time. Another real classic. Who should I pick? That's going to be fun. Who should I pick for a classic old brand? Well, oh my goodness. This is hilarious. You know what? I'm going to pick this one because this goes back to 1908. And this was a hilarious one because this jumped out at me. I have never owned a dog and I have never bought Milk-Bone products. This, you talk about from a King Red product, this is like, I'm just picking an old one, okay? Something that's been around from a long time. Milk-Bone Red, okay? This has been around since 1908. Okay? Actually, you know what? And milk and bone will divide by 3, and you can find the 3 27s. 27 plus 27 plus 27. I'm not joking. It's that divine. Okay? And when you go into the pet food aisle, there's so many of these red boxes by Milk-Bone, you're just like, wham! It's like you ran into the big red brick wall of the store, and there's so much red coming at you, it's not even funny. But actually, I would like to get through human-oriented products before we go to the dogs. But that is an old one, and the year jumps out at you because 1908 divides by 3 as well, just like the Old Spice year. Okay? We're going to come back to this one because this is for dogs. Okay? We are going to do the human products first. To the glory of God, I went through the produce section first. Okay? Finding red, edible items of God's creation. Okay? So, let's do that first. Let's start with something completely natural. Let's go from a beautiful, famous, heavenly ordained product, okay, created by people, to something that is just plain natural. Red grapes, okay? Who doesn't love red grapes? So, to the glory of God, we're going to solve red grapes. To the glory of the Triune God. And by the way, they should have seeds in them. They should be kept natural the way God designed them. So red seeded grapes, every word divides by 3. Red seedless grapes does not. Just to add a little zinger for you there. In God's natural design, everything should still contain its own seed. Seed equals 33. It equals amen, equals name. Okay? Very important. And these are red seedless grapes, but I would prefer red seeded grapes, and then every word divides by 3, and it's God's natural design. But let's solve all red grapes no matter what. Okay, so here I hold in my hand a pack of red grapes from Red Superstore, to the glory of the Trinity. So now let's solve them. Let's solve red grapes. Everything has a name, and every name has a number. So in red, and we're going to find love in red grapes. Okay, so red grapes. Red grapes. Well, what is the total at? Let's see if we can find love going straight for it. Well, we've got a 27 in red. What can we do here? Oh, there it is, and the word gas in grapes. Nicely spaced. Wow. Beautiful. Look at that. Just jump straight out of this. That easy. 27 plus 27. Red grapes. Solved. In the name of love. So there's love. There's 27 plus 27. And then you've got another 18 plus 21 on top plus 39. Okay? So 54, love, plus 39 equals 93 in 9 letters. So red grapes equals 93 in 9 letters. And that's composed of 3 plus 6 letters. Okay? Of course, grapes divides by 3 all by itself. We found love. Very quickly. Very quickly and very easily. Done. So let's just keep moving on. I want to move at a reasonable pace because there's a lot of cool stuff to get through. A real obvious one that I like to preach on is tomato equals ketchup. Okay. While we're in produce and vegetable land, let's pull out a famous product that comes from tomatoes, and that is, of course, tomato ketchup. Tomato equals ketchup by Divine Ordinance. 84, 84. And by Divine Ordinance, folks, I had an orchestrated day by God yesterday at Trinity Western University for their accepted students fiesta on May 9th, 3x3, where they had 2 carnival games set up for everyone to play. And those carnival games were ladder golf, L-A-D-D-E-R, golf, which equals 84, and pig racing, which also equals 84. No joke, I preached on that yesterday, and tomato equals 84, ketchup equals 84. So, it's all happening by God's sovereign hand, that these revelations are coming forth. And if you're to ask any parent or any kid what the #1 item at a barbecue or a birthday party is, or for that matter, any meal presented to the family, most kids would say, I want ketchup. If I get to choose one condiment, I want ketchup there. Okay. So tomato ketchup. Oh yes, and now this is satisfying because this is a really old brand, and the year divides by 3 as well, and of course 57 divides by 3. So I'm happy we picked this one next. Okay. So look at the year. 1869. 1869 divides by 3 by Divine Ordinance. So that, by Divine Ordinance in this hour, okay, over 140 years later, on every single Heinz ketchup bottle worldwide is the number 1869, which divides by 3 perfectly to the glory of the Triune God. Wow. And what's another number on this bottle? 57, which divides by 3 perfectly. In fact, 57 equals 888. To the glory of Jesus equals 888. How does that work? 57 equals 3 times 19. And 19 is the 8th prime. Okay? So, a triple of 8s, 888. I will write it on the board so that it's official. Okay? 57. This is how it works. 57 is a triple of 19s. Okay? Well, what is 19? 19 is the 8th prime. Law of prime. Done. So, when Whenever I see 57, I instantly say triple A to the glory of Jesus equals 8. And then the obvious thing that everyone can understand is that 57 divides by 3. And the two digits 5 plus 7 equals 12 divides by 3. Okay, but it is triple A to the glory of Jesus equals 8 in Greek. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's the solution of this number 57 that you see everywhere on Heinz bottles worldwide. Okay, so now, so I know that let's find love in tomato ketchup. And 57 varieties. Interesting. Just see if anything else. And then red, and you can always stick the word red in front of these things. So tomato ketchup adds to 168, and then red tomato ketchup pushes it 27 points higher. So yeah, here's a red tomato equals 111. Red ketchup equals the same number, obviously. And then so if you want red tomato ketchup equals 195, which divides by 3. Too cool. So I'm just going to get the writing on the wall. We've already done this. I've done this in another video, but I'm going to do it again. We found love in tomato ketchup in another video before this, but I'm going to do it one more time so that it's a part of this video. So tomato equals 84. Ketchup equals 84. Here's the 27 right here. I remember it's like really beautiful too. You'll have to watch the other video where I get it for the first time. All the letters that, amazingly, all the letters that don't divide by 3 in tomato equal love perfectly. That's a phenomenon that's just everywhere. And you've got the 2 O's left over. Can we get a 27 out of this? Well, let's just 33 plus, oh, here's another love right there in the center. Oh yeah, I remember the beauty of this. Look at that. Yeah, love like there, and these 4 letters just right in set like that. See that right there? 4 letters in symmetrical positions equals love number 1. Then you got half a love from the bookends. You've got love sitting all the way here, and then the rest of the letters equal another 33 on top. So literally it's love plus half a love plus 33 in tomato ketchup. Done. Okay. Very good. Heinz is not difficult to solve. Hen equals 27, 3 times 3 times 3. That flanks a 9, which is 3 times 3, and the Z just pushes it up to, I can't remember, but we're going to press on here. Let's see. Oh no, Heinz adds to 62. Let's do due diligence here. What is Heinz? Let's solve the brand Heinz while we're here. Heinz is very obvious and beautiful brand for number 3. Let's get it on the board here. Actually, you know what? I want to do this. Keep that on the board because watch this. So tomato ketchup is 168. Now watch how this works together with the word Heinz. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the grand total of Heinz first. That is not there. I'm gonna give you the grand total of Heinz first. Okay, Heinz adds to 62, which glorifies the number 3, because 62 is an all-factor 6 number. 62 being factors of 6, and an all-factor 6 number glorifies number 3, because 6 is a double of 3. 6 glorifies 3, double 3. Just look at the 6 days of creation, which is a pair of 3s in the days. Day 1 was completed on day 4, day 2 was completed on day 5, and day 3 was completed on day 6. Read it for yourself in Genesis 1. On day 1, God creates light. On day 4, He creates the sun, the moon, the stars. Okay, the bodies of light. Day 2, God creates the firmament, separates the waters above with the waters beneath. Okay. Day 5, God populates the heavens with the birds of the air and the waters of the sea with fish. On day 3, God creates all the land vegetation and the plants. And day 6, 3 days later, God creates all the animals, and including mankind, made in His image, that obviously feed on that vegetation and use it. Awesome. So it's the 6 days of creation pattern. Hop 3 days. Day 1 completed day 4. Day 2 completed day 5. Day 3 completed day 6. Okay, so whenever you see the number 6, class, what does that glorify? 3, the Triune God. 6 is not the number of shortcoming or imperfection or evil. No, it's a perfect number. There are exactly 6 colors of the rainbow, and we solve the 6 colors of the rainbow in detail to the glory of the Trinity. Okay, 6 is a perfect number. It glorifies 3, the Triune God. Okay, so, and then watch this. So I'll show you the law. So that's a double of 31. Okay, and 31 boils directly down to 3 by the law of prime. Okay, 31 is the 11th prime, 11 is the 5th prime, and then 5 is the 3rd prime. I'm just going to skip writing all that and just go straight to the 3. Okay, so that's the grand total. But now look at the beauty of it. At the very center of Heinz is God's favorite letter to glorify the number 3, I. I am God. That's 3 times 3 at the center. Now, these 3 letters are, all the rest of the letters are plus 2, which is really cool. So you can pick any 3 of them to make a multiple of 3. So if we go like this is exceptional. You get 27 in the word hen, okay, which is 999, flanking this 9 right here. Beautiful 3 fest, just like that. Or if you go like this, the last letter is like that, you get the word zen plus 9, which is 45. See that? This cluster also divides by 9, and then add 9 on top, so it ends in love. Wow. So can you find love in Heinz? Yes, you can. It's the last 4 letters, perfectly. Done. Heinz, solved. And now watch this. When you say Heinz tomato ketchup, this 62 points knits together like a puzzle piece perfectly with the words tomato ketchup 168 to make, lo and behold class, 230 perfectly. Remember how we just solved 23 for the glory of the number 3 earlier? And anything times 10 just magnifies the glory of said number. That glorifies number 3. Remember, 23 is the 9th prime. And then just multiply it by 10, increases its magnification, its glory. So we found love in tomato ketchup, we found love in Heinz, we hit it out of the park in the whole product. And this, of course, has been around since 1869, referencing Jesus. That number references Jesus, okay? So, and it's all perfect, it's all ordained. Those numbers add to 9 plus 9 plus 6. Oh, lo and behold, that adds to 24,888. 1 plus 8 plus 69 equals 24,888. By divine ordinance, to the glory of Jesus. So, technically, the numbers on the year add up to 24,888. And of course, 57 is a triple of the 8th prime. 888, to the glory of Jesus equals 888. Done. So Jesus owns Heinz. We've just proven it mathematically. That's how it works. That's the secret of the universe, folks. He owns it all, and he takes the glory for it all using numbers. So, done. And that, I testify, this was the first time I have solved Heinz like this in this level of detail in this very video. So there you go. To our satisfaction, we've solved Heinz, and I encourage someone to dig into the French and do that on a separate time, and you can solve details at your own leisure. And remember, this is a bottled product, and we solved earlier today, bottle plus lid by divine ordinance adds to 90 in 9 letters. It's either 90 or 99. Watch that video again, do it yourself. Most bottle caps are 3 twists with 3 fingers both on and off by divine ordinance. You go 1, 2, 3, and it's off. 1, 2, 3 with 3 fingers and it's on. By divine ordinance to the glory of the Trinity. So I have no idea. So let's do it right now. 1, 2, 3. With 3 fingers. Do it yourself. You'll never look at this the same ever again. And of course on pop bottles, I did it this morning with the cream soda, with a standard water bottle. This will probably be in like 2 turns or something. But definitely 1, 2, 3. Like that's just the way we like it. That's just the way it was ordained, okay? 1, 2, 3 twists with 3 fingers off. 1, 2, 3, done. Okay? There you go. More glory for it. So we solved the Heinz tomato ketchup. Now you know why it's there. Now you can tell this story to your kids. When your kids say, Dad, why is there a 57 on this bottle? You can say it's to the glory of the Triune God mathematically. Dad, why was Heinz founded in 1869? You can say to the glory of the Trinity mathematically. You say, Dad, why is it called Heinz? To the glory of the Trinity mathematically. Dad, why is it called a tomato? To the glory of the Trinity mathematically. Dad, why is it called ketchup? To the glory of the Trinity mathematically. Just keep saying that phrase over and over again. You'll always get the answer right. To the glory of the Trinity mathematically. Who is the Trinity, Dad? God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Perfect. Correct answer. Good brain, Dad. Well done. Okay, so next up on our product list is, well, we don't know what it's going to be. We're just going to poke around and see which one we want to pull out next. Let's see here, just get a good refresh. That's the beauty of video. Okay. Wonderful. Who is next? You know what? Crushed cream soda. This is a Canadian product, and I'm proud to jump to a Canadian product right now because I'm in Canada. In fact, I would like to pull out this obvious red fest that I was ordained to pick up while searching for red items, and that is a red Canada soccer ball. Canada Day is coming up on July 1st, okay, which is less than 2 months away, but Superstore is already stocking Canada Day items. I have no idea if this was a part of that thinking, but it's sure an awesome soccer ball. And so this was an awesome item that I knew I had to pick up. Red divides by 3, Canada divides by 3, leaf divides by 3, soccer divides by 3, ball divides by 3. Remember we started this video with red equals ball. Okay, made in China, which divides by 3 in 3 words, no less. Okay, but so a red soccer ball. I'm going to solve this one in a minute, but I want to get an actual product, which was my favorite. This was my favorite soft drink growing up as a kid. Canadian Crush Cream Soda, which is red. That is the official color of cream soda in Canada. If you have cream soda down in the States, it is brown. Brown is another good color, of course. It's 72 or triple eights, but red is the king of colors. So if you want red cream soda, you got to come up to Canada, where the cream soda is red, as red can be. Thank you very much. So we solved this one in detail in a previous video. But crush is so obvious. We solved orange crush in a previous video. Crush, the first 3 letters all divide by 3. The SH is 27, which equals love, or equals red, 3 times 3 times 3. And then we put the English and the French together. Soda divides by 3. We solved this one in detail earlier. Okay, so I'm just pulling this one out as part of the red marathon here that I picked up from said Superstore. All right. Who should we hit next? You know, I'd love to do this in more or less chronological order as I scoop them up in the store. I got a pretty good memory for when I got each item, as in while I was shopping there. And let's see. My goodness, there's so many to go through. Who should we pick next? Who should we pick next in line? You know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, you know what? Let's get these guys banged off. Because honestly, I did produce first. I did health, God's natural creation first. Oh my. This is real obvious. I didn't even see that one while I was at the store. Red peppers were on sale. I am totally convinced by Divine Ordinance. The 4-pack, no less. Like, they rarely have 4-packs on sale. And so it's like red day. It's like, yep, here it is, folks. Very easy to solve, red peppers. But the name of this brand by Divine Ordinance is Prime Time. Well, Prime Time divides by 3. You can do the math on it yourself. Find love. Very easy. And okay, I'm just going to start rattling through these. Here's a bunch of tomatoes, of course. Tomato equals ketchup. Red tomato equals 111, 111. Through the produce quickly. Red apple. Very easy to solve. You know, do I really have to go through this right now? Red delicious. This is classified as a red delicious. We solved all this another day. I want to get some products that people are particularly behind. Okay, so I'm just going to jump ahead into product land here. So, here's a red bottle by L'Oreal. L'Oreal, like every letter divides by 3, and then EA knit together to divide by 3. And then they put Paris there because Paris divides by 3. So let's solve L'Oreal in the name of love. Oh, we got this cleaned off. L'Oreal. Let's find love in L'Oreal. L'Oreal, and then they always write Paris below. Okay. Can you find love in Paris? Of course you can. It's right here. There's love, plus another 9 on top, bonus. Paris equals love plus 9 equals 63. Okay. And that's composed of teams of 9. SAP is 36, R is 18, I is 9. It's very obvious who owns Paris and who takes the glory for the word Paris. The Triune God who is love, and that's how he does it, it's using numbers. L'Oreal now. It divides by 3, but can we find love? Well, it's loaded with 9s just like Paris is. So the L and the O, first 2 letters of love, make 27. Then you've got 18, double 9, and then you've got, with these combined, you've got another 18, double 9. It's really obvious. Okay? And you had the 9 left over here from Paris. So now you know why they always combine L'Oreal Paris. It was foreordained. Well, L'Oreal, grand total is 63. That equals Paris. Whoa! That's amazing. So L'Oreal equals Paris by Divine Ordinance. 63, 63. Wow. Good night. Okay? It's like, what more can you ask for? And so you can find love between them by putting these 3 18s together to get love like that. Good night. Good night. I've seen enough. And then put the word, you know, this is just red. Okay? Red. Okay? And of course, hair is a big part of their focus. Well, hair is pure 9s by Divine Ordinance. Hair is 9 plus 9 plus 18. Hello. Hello. Trinity coming at you everywhere. And it's the hair on your head. Well, head is 9 plus 9. ED equals 9, HA equals 9. Interlocked. It's obvious. Hair, pure 9s. Head, pure 9s. L'Oreal, pure 9s. Paris, pure 9s. Who's in control? God. Who is God? 3 persons. God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And they have ordained all of this to point to themselves mathematically. There you go. So we solved all of L'Oreal Paris and all the hairs on your head in less than a few minutes. Highly worth it. Okay. There you go. Okay. And by the way, New York divides by 3, both words, and you can solve every city on earth. City is 3 plus love. Very easy and obvious. Okay, let's pick up the pace a bit. Let's pick up the pace. I'm just going to grab random products here. Okay, wagon wheels. Who didn't love wagon wheels as a kid? When you got one of these in your lunchbox, it was happiness. Red product, king. Well, wagon divides by 3, wheels divides by 3. Look at that. They even say on the box, ideal snack for the lunchbox. Totally, man. Totally. That was like the dessert item at school. I remember getting wagon wheels. It was the most coveted snack item you could get as a kid. Oh, look. The number of grams divides by 3. And they highlight there are 9 of them. 3 times 3. And there are sandwiches with 1, 2, 3 sections. And sandwiches 3 times 3 times 3. And you can find the 327s in sandwich. It's like, could it be any more obvious for the Triune God? So now, and then, you know, of course, the number of grams divides by 3 and 3 digits. So now let's find love in wagon wheels. If you can't find love in wagon wheels, where can you find love? That's what all the kids say. Okay, so wagon wheels. And of course, the quintessential wagon is a red wagon. We say the little red wagon. Wagon divides by 3, red divides by 3. It's obvious. And so wagon wheels were ordained to be red. I mean, it's just obvious product. Okay. So can we find love? You know what? I'm tempted to just want to cluster things together. 37, 45. You know what? 42. Well, here's love in the bookends. There's one love like that. What is this? 21 plus. We only got a bunch of. Okay. I'm going to leave you to do this for homework. It's very easy to do. Trust me. And of course, you can do the same thing with red wagon. I'm going to pick up the pace here. I'm not going to be too tedious. It's easy for anyone to do this. I'm just going to point out the obvious and the fun. This is a real fun one. Play-Doh, red brand, King brand. Play-Doh is such an obvious, ordained, and look, they always do it in 3s. Look, kids, you get 3 cans. And even the phrase 3 cans divides by 3. And they have the red Play-Doh brand on the front. Okay? Well, play equals love. And then dough equals another half a love. That's why I love the Play-Doh brand so much. It's because it equals love plus half a love. Oh look, it's made by Hasbro. which divides by 3 perfectly. In fact, Hasbro equals 69. Okay? HS, 27. The rest equals 36. Done. Hasbro solved in 6 letters, 63 pure 3s. But Play-Doh, I don't even have to write it on the board. You've seen the letters. Play-Doh equals love plus half a love, in order. Like play equals love, dough equals 27. Good night. Play-Doh solved. And then you can say red Play-Doh, that makes love plus love, 27 plus love plus 27, 27. Good night. Play-Doh solved. Let's pick it up. This is a new product. I honestly have not used this in a long time, if ever. Red product brand, Minute Rice. Divides by 3, and it's red, and there's a lot of them everywhere. You see all these red Minute Rice things, and they come in packs of 600 grams, which divides by 3. And Minute Rice, can you find love in Minute Rice? MN 27, RI 27, plus another 33, plus another 30. Wow, that's disturbing. Like, that's disturbing how abundant the 9s are in Minute Rice. Let's just put that on the board. I love the colors brown and red. Brown and red are kings. Okay, brown is 72, triple 888s. These are the colors that I use to do most of my board work, brown and red. Brown is 72, red is 27. So is this product a winner? Oh yeah. So, Minute Rice. Look at this. This is disturbing. This is completely disturbing. RI 27, MN 27. Now you get a 45 from the 3 letters that do not divide by 3 on the end. So they can grab a hold of this I here to make love. So we've already found love plus love, and then you got a bonus 24 points on the end. So Minute Rice is literally love plus 888, 24. There it is. All the world's Minute Rice has been solved. Done. Done. Solved. And by the way, I even did the math. I checked on it in the store. The name of this product and their other white rice product divides by 3. So whole grain brown rice divides by 3, okay? Because whole divides by 3, brown divides by 3, and grain it's together with rice in an obvious fashion. Rain divides by 3, RIC divides by 3, and then the G from grain it's together with the E from rice to make 12 divided by 3. Their white rice product is simply called whole grain rice without the word brown, and therefore that also divides by 3. Done. And you can study those as much as you want. Solving multi-million-dollar brands in less than a few minutes. Very satisfying. Okay, so on to the next one. Who's next? We're just going to be completely random. What's sitting close to me? Ruffles. And all dressed divides by 3. So Ruffles, every letter divides by 3, and the ES is 24 888. And then all dressed also divides by 3. So you can do the math and find love on that. Can you find love in Ruffles? Of course you can. Which way do you want to do it? You could put the R and the L and the ES together to make love perfectly, and then you would have another 27 from the U and F, so you got love plus half a love, and then another 6 points on top. Ruffles equals truth in bright red. So red, Ruffles, obvious, ordained gem. Done. And of course potato divides by 3 and chip divides by 3. Which leads us to another famous red brand, Glad, okay, which is 24 888. 12 points for the 3 letters that don't divide by 3, and then L equals 12. 12 plus 12, 24 888. Done. The entire Glad company solved. Famous red brands is the name of the game today, which brings us to, well, you know what, Charmin is not officially red, but I'm going to do that one after. For my own personal enjoyment, strawberries are the obvious quintessential red berry item. Strawberries is very easy to solve. Of course, the word straw divides by 3. You've got fantastic, oh my goodness, do I want to go here right now? I want to get through some of the man-made, like the actual man-branded products first, and ones that were new to me. Okay, Pringles Original is a classic Kingpin red product. Pringles the Original in red. That's the official color of the original, red, King product. So let's solve Pringle. And Pringle is real easy to find love in. So we're going to solve a single Pringle, because Pringles, plural, just adds the S plus 1 in the end. If you watch all my other videos, you understand the phenomenon of +1 front and back that God ordained. It's very easy. You've got that in both ends of Pringles. +1 front and back. P and S, the two most famous +1s. So you can do a gold train like this or a gold train like this. Well, the most obvious gold train is the word Pringle, because that's what a single chip is. Pass me a Pringle. So can you find love in a Pringle? Of course you can. You've got 21 here, plus 21 here, plus 12. So all these letters equals love plus half a love. See that? Pringle equals love plus half a love. P, 21 plus 12 plus 21 equals love, and then the R and the I is double 9 plus 9, half a love. A single Pringle equals love plus half a love equals 81, which is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Done. So I've solved every single Pringle in the history of the universe to the glory of the Triune God. Amen. Done. Who's next? This one's fun. This one's super fun because it combines a letter and a number side by side. V8. And this, of course, covers every V8 engine that has ever been spoken of in the history of the universe. And by the way, the word engine equals love. And the word search equals love. So every search engine equals love plus love to the glory of the Trinity. Done. All of Google solved. Okay? Because none of the other Google products would have existed if they didn't have the search engine first to make them the money. And search equals love, engine equals love. Okay? So V8, an obvious red product, complete with red lid. V equals 22, 8 equals 8, 22 plus 8 equals 30 perfectly. Done. To the glory of the Trinity. V8 equals 30. To the glory of the Triune God. Done. Isn't that a fun one? V8. Done. And you can find details on those packages if you want later. I'm here to scoop up the names for you. And again, folks, in no particular order. This is the first time I'd seen this product. Resolve is a cleaner in bright red. Well, resolve contains the word love in the last 4 letters. It's an obvious one. There's love sitting right on the end. And then R plus 24 makes 42 points in front to make it 96, which divides by 24, 888. Okay, of course, the word resolve belongs to humankind more than it belongs to a cleaner. It's like we should resolve to obey Jesus Christ and resolve to know who God is and resolve to teach these things to all of our children. But resolve is also a famous red